Okay, this is a review. This is Don, and we're going to take a review here. Sorry, I've been absolutely slammed with other projects. Try to catch up with these reviews and get everybody taken care of. So let's take a look first at this one right here. All right, vertical shot. At the baseball, looks like a glove here. Gustavo, okay. The exposure is way too dark, Gustavo. Even if you're trying to do something moody, it's not working because there's nothing white in the picture. We have to have something white. I would say if we got maybe that highlight to white, or maybe that highlight to almost white right here on the ball, that would work. Right down the sides of this cord, while this cord is probably not pure white on these particular highlights right here. We've got to find something on here to bring it up. If we bring this up, we'll also bring up the photograph in the back. Very, very much too dark to even be moody. It's just we've lost the texture in the glove. Need to bring this up. The texture in the ball looks good. It doesn't look like a case of light. It looks like a case of exposure. Your light looks actually pretty good, but the exposure is not so good. Let's see a little bit brighter exposure. Boys of Summer. All right, this is a location shot. Got the ball in the fence. I like this. We got some running lines back. We've got this line running back, and we've got a graphic back there. My question, excuse me, Anna. My question, Anna, would be this: the thing that's centered right here is this board. And that board is not important. And by centering the board here, we've added this background here that's out of focus and not important. So if we brought the camera this way just a little bit, we would have driven this board at an angle, seen a little bit more of these guys back here, and picked up the ball. And still had the ball in between or on this, sitting on this shelf. The light would still catch it. It would still be kind of cool, I would think. This back here, this corner here doesn't work for me. The bench being the center of it seems to pull over here. I want to get this ball farther into the picture to make its to stake its claim as the subject, as the main thing. Exposure looks pretty good, pretty darn good. We got a lot of texture on here. Looks like direct daylight. I see there are shadows back there. I think the shadows are kind of cool as well. I would have augmented them, just maybe a little more contrast in that background there. Yeah. So that's my question. My question is, maybe your comment would be to pull the camera over a little bit so we didn't get this background. In photography, when we're taking a three-dimensional world and making it two-dimensional, we have to understand that our background has as much weight as our foreground. And in reality, it's back there when we're standing there. It's way off there. It doesn't seem to be a part of it. But we just made it a part of it by flattening 3 dimensions up to 2. And that background is disturbing. That graphic is kind of cool because it's horizontal and vertical, just like you've got going on in your main picture here. Horizontal shadow lines, vertical lines, and the ball cutting in. So that's my critique on that. Nice idea. Baseball and glove. All right. Fun. Rachel, fun. Let's see. I think the shot's a good idea. I think the point of view might be a little weak, only in that when we stand up and take a photograph, we end up in that spot above the ground between like 5 foot, 5 foot up to about 5'7" or 5'8", where all the pictures are taken. I mean, really, 90% of the pictures in the world are taken by people standing up, which puts your eyes at about 5 foot, 5'8" if you're 6'3" or 6'4", about 5'8" inches off the ground. This shot has that feel to it, and I think that if you're going to change it up and make it something really special, You've got to get either down lower or get up a little higher, or find a way to create for us a point of view that is more dramatic. Your background is kind of cool, but I think there's too much of it. What I'd like to see is you down lower, for instance. I mean, I want you to make your own shot. I don't want you to make my shot. I'm just giving you for instance. For instance, if you were down lower, you would have the glove up here and the ball up against the sky, and the foreground only a small part of this, or the background, I mean, only a small part of the picture. As you go down lower, the background actually drops down because you tilt the camera up. So try finding an angle that's not the same angle that most of our shots are taken from. One of the things I say a lot is to show me something I haven't seen before. Show me something unique, especially if you can show me something unique from something I'm very familiar with. We're all very familiar with baseball. Let's see something just a little different. When can we play? Oh, I know the feeling. Okay, we got the kid with the ball, and we got the trees in the background. We got the snow out here. Nicely done. Watch out for how fingers end up in photographs. That would be a problem. This line, this bar, cutting through whatever that is back there, creates a lot of complexity right in the middle of this photograph that we don't need. Now, had you come down a little bit lower and drop that background down below that, so that this yellow thing was maybe coming through this part of his body, so you're not down on the ground, you're just lowering it a little bit, especially that fencing back there coming right across here and letting the white ball be against that bit of gray fencing back there could really have popped the ball in his hand. Right now, the ball doesn't really pop in his hand. One thing is, it's within the square. Do you see that? How it's in the square? If it was up 2 inches where it would block out the X part of that square, there would be an attention drawn to it. As there is now, it's we got to look for it. I like very much the idea of the shot. I like the lighting on the back of the jacket. I like the trees. That's the complexity of the trees back there is great, and the snow, very good idea to give us about wanting to play. That's really exciting, kind of cool. But little things in the shot we can make better. We can make them better. Baseball and bat. Keith, got a nice soft side light going here on the Louisville Slugger, and the foreground and everything looks pretty good. Something about the shot is not popping, though. It's I'm wondering, maybe we need an accent light on here, Keith. Maybe we need something to set one of these items off a little bit. Composition I like very much. Right through here, definitely a clean commercial shot. Just something about it's not popping as much as I think it should. And I don't know what that is. I don't know how we can make that pop anymore. Possibly something from the back, just to give a little pop, maybe behind this ball on that bat, so the ball stays dark here, just like it is, but picks up a little bit brighter bat back there. I don't know. I wish I could say do this, but I can't. So, yeah, nice clean composition. The shot itself just seems like it's on the edge. Could be processing. Thanks everyone for coming along. I promise I'll keep caught up, and I'm posting the next couple of reviews now as well. Have a great one. Thanks.